50 hours. Yes, load me in. Welcome back to another session of our Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Dark Side playthrough. I'm very much looking forward to the session today. Last time we played, we wrapped up Manaan. And let me tell you, Manaan, I didn't remember this. Manaan is filled with content. There is so much to do there. We did all of the Gino Harden quests. We did the Sunry's murder trial. A bunch of various side quests that you get from the Mercenary Enclave, the cantina there. Swoop racing, going into both embassies, going underwater. It was a lot. Let me tell you, Manaan, a lot of stuff to do there. But the next thing that we need to do is we now have 4 star maps. So we have done Terrace, which doesn't have a star map, but that's the beginning of the game. Terrace, we've done Dantooine, Tatooine, Kashyyyk, Manaan. There's only one place left, and it is called Korriban. It is a Sith planet. It's where they have the Sith Academy. And being a, I would say, dark side, I think. We're pretty dark side. I'm so looking forward to going to that planet and learning about the history and just seeing all kinds of stuff that we can get into there. One of my favorite planets. So even when I played this game before and I was just like, oh, I'm just playing light side, So I'm excited to go in there and explore around and all that. But before we do that, we have a few things we need to do before we hit that, that galaxy map and go flying. I want to check Yavin Station after this too. But we've got to talk to some party members here. So I'm going to try to make this fast. We cannot talk to Karth anymore because his side quest is active. And his side quest is on Korriban, so we got to go there. Basila is pretty much done at this point. I don't think she says anything new.
How can I help?
Yeah, she doesn't say anything new. So she's done. T3 doesn't say anything. He's a droid. Zalbar doesn't say anything. Juhani, we have a lot to discuss, as well as Jolee. So let's go talk to them. We'll also check in with Canderous to see if he's changed his tone on the whole Joggy thing, but really, we've done like 2 planets and this man hasn't really said much, so I don't know how I'm supposed to trigger any more dialogue or if there is any more dialogue to talk about. HK-47, last time we played, we activated, restored his 4th and final memory, so we'll talk with him real fast just to see if there's anything there. Let's go talk to Mission, because when we were running around doing Gino Hard and stuff, I did go back to Tatooine and give Griff the tack glands. So let's talk to her, see if she has any thoughts on it. Talk to HK, talk to Jolee, Juhani. Let's try and do this in like 20 minutes.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Talk to you about your brother.
I'm not gonna worry about Griff anymore. Like you said, he brought this on himself. Besides, he always treated me like garbage. Now it's payback time.
And that's it. That's all she has to say.
There, what can I... I'm not gonna worry about Griff anymore.
Okay. That's it then. I don't think that was anything new. I think she was saying that. She did that stuff prior. Should also check out my lightsaber and stuff like that too. Canderous?
Yeah, what do you want?
Say anything, bud?
This thing with Joggy, I don't know. Give me some time and I'll be able to sort this out on my own. Is there some...
I don't... Dude, you've been trying to sort that out for 2 planets.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Ready to serve, Master. I would like to try restoring some of your memory. I think we're done here. I want to begin a fighter simulation. What? What is that?
Negatory. I believe that there are no further deleted memories which can be safely retrieved, Master. All earlier memories reside in my core. Those are protected by my safeguards and would be far too dangerous to access. The only way those memories could be obtained is through the proper stimulus. whatever that might be. I am sorry, Master.
Okay. What? Okay. What is this thing here?
Statement.
What is? I want to begin a fighter simulation. Are we actually gonna engage in battle? Oh yeah, a mic stream. What's up, Tom? Good to see you, man.
Statement. Certainly, Master. Allow me to input the proper sequences into the ship's computer. I caution you that this simulation...
Yeah, man. Had to give out my first VIP badge.
To begin the training
And you,
sequence,
sir,
Master?
are it. Let's see. Go ahead. I want to see what this is. I didn't... Are we actually gonna fight him? What is this?
Statement. Simulation initiating.
Oh, this is one of those. Wait a minute. This is just one of those turret simulators. All right, well, I guess we gotta complete it real quick. Let me do this real fast. I thought we were actually gonna do like hand-to-hand combat or something. But I mean, he did say fighter simulator. Fighter simulator being the ships. Where's this other one at? Come on, kill it! I want to get out of here. There you go. That's weird. That's weird that you can just play that little mini game if you want, whenever you want. I'm good though, working along. Well, hopefully some Star Wars will move it along for you. Let's see. Do I wanna change my lightsaber up? Because I know that we've gotten some crystals from the, just from like other enemies and stuff, but it doesn't look like there's much there to change. So I don't think I will. And then armor. Darth Bandon's fiber armor. Oh yeah, that was the gross looking armor. Wasn't there something else that we got recently that I wanted to try on? Geno hardened mesh armor, yeah. I want to try that on because we haven't put that on yet. Yeah, I won't, because this is armor, I won't be able to use my force powers and such. Just want to see what this looks like. Honestly, the best thing is still the robes. Dark Jedi Knight, Dark Jedi Master robe. What do I want to... Okay. Okay, so let's talk to Jolee for a bit. We'll talk to Juhani. Those two are the party members that we've gotten recently. Well, not recently, but ones that we haven't talked to in a while. Juhani we got like early on in the game. Jolee we got like a planet ago, so we'll sit here and chat with them and then we'll head on out. Because we got a lot of stuff to do today and I'm very much looking forward to it. Let's save it and talk to him. Livra, hey, good to see you, man. Tom says I've been playing the story mode of GTA 5 by myself. It's made me think what I'd like to see them do with GTA 6. I'd like a full-on dirty cop story. But I don't think they'd be willing to do that because of potential backlash. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But in terms of like, this is strictly video game, you know? Like that sounds like something I'd be interested in. I've been watching, for like the past week or two, I've been watching a lot of people do that GTA RP stuff. It's been kind of nuts. It's been kind of fun to watch. But aside from like the actual game of GTA 5, I've never played it or watched it. Anybody play it? The last GTA game I messed around with was probably Vice City, back in my youngin' days. But I haven't played GTA or really. I don't think it's really my type of game, but I don't know. I hear GTA 5 is really good though. Julio Iglesias. Yes, that is my alter ego. It's actually my secondary Twitch channel where I just do all my just chatting streams. So yeah.
Got something on your mind?
Let's see what Jolee has to say. We'll talk to him about a few things, and then Juhani, and then we'll get out of here. So let's listen for a bit. Story time. What did you think of the Sunry's verdict?
Innocent. I don't know what to make of it, to tell the truth. Do you think justice has been done?
No, not really.
But that has little to do with the law, doesn't it? Sad state
Be
of
honest.
affairs, that. Too bad, really. Sunry was a good man once. I don't want to talk about this anymore. My jaw aches.
Sir, come on, man.
Got something.
So the last thing that he talked about, his like his backstory and stuff like that, he mentioned his wife and got really sad. So what's going on there, bud?
I don't want to talk about that.
Maybe we can talk about it later? Well, I do. Spit it out already. I don't mean to pry, but...
Yes, you do. You may mean well enough, but my private affairs are just that. Private. Let me tell you something. Once you've lived as many years as I have, you'll have yourself a long, long list of memories. If you're lucky, most of them will be good. If you're not, some will be bad. If you're really unlucky, some will be so bad you'll never want to be reminded of them again, ever. You'll go far away, to a place that doesn't hold any memories at all. And there you'll be happy just to forget and be forgotten.
Dang. Jolee speaking some wisdom here, some truth. Some truth. Liver says, my first week without raiding, I'm feeling so bored. Oh, man. But you don't have to be bored that long, because... You know, in like 3 weeks, patch 5.5, which I think is the final patch before Endwalker comes out sometime in the fall. So there'll be a lot of stuff to do in 5.5, man. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, because all the GTA games we've always played just criminals with various backstories. A real gritty, dirty cop story would be pretty unique, but yeah, it might be too spicy. They should do it anyway because it's Rockstar. Right? How often do people get upset with Rockstar? Like, I don't... I mean, I'm sure they do, but I don't feel it's as much as other studios or whatever. But yeah, now, when you're saying, like, gritty, dirty cop, that is reminding me, isn't that game, Disco Elysium, isn't that game sort of, like, you can be a dirty cop if you want in that? Because I know that they're releasing the director's cut or something soon where everything's voice acted, and that's a game that I have been interested in, but I know that not all of it was like fully voiced. So but that's a game that I've heard people rave about. But no second ultimate raid for this expansion. Yeah, but they're saving all of that for Endwalker, I guess. But we'll have the new Near raid, which should be nice. The third and final Near raid. Rockstar's always been in the hot seat. I don't really know anything about Disco other than it's apparently the greatest thing ever. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. I want to try it out, but I have it, and now that they have the newer version coming out, it's like, oh, I'll pick that up maybe when it's on sale or something. Is that why you went to Kashyyyk, to get away from your bad memories?
Partly, maybe. I doubt I could ever explain it to you fully, even if I wanted to. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in love? Truly in love, I mean, and not simple infatuation.
Well...
Exactly. You're still at the beginning of your life. There will be women in your life, perhaps many women. But if you're fortunate, you'll find love once. The Jedi, with their damnable sense of overcaution, would tell you love is something to avoid. Thankfully, anyone who's even partially alive knows that's not true.
Yeah, if you're a Jedi, you cannot love. You cannot, you just can't love. You gotta be solo. Which is like kind of a dumb reason, but are you worried about the dark side at all? What's this? Love advice from an old Jedi?
And why not? All this nonsense about avoiding love is so much foo-foo. I shouldn't be the only one who realizes that. Love doesn't lead to the dark side. Passion can lead to rage and fear, and can be controlled. But passion is not the same thing as love. Controlling your passions while being in love, that's what they should teach you to beware. But love itself will save you, not condemn you. Listen to me go on as if I had all the answers. What do I know of love anymore? I'm just a lonely old man who's not even a Jedi.
Sounds like love is something you should have avoided. You talk too much. I want to hear what you have to say. Not even a Jedi? You mean not anymore, right? I want to hear what he has to say. Sounds like love is something you should have avoided. Maybe I should say that line. See what kind of reaction he gets out of saying that. Alliance raids are okay, but no real content. What? I think you get a free upgrade to the director's cut if you already have the game. Ooh, that's nice. That's pretty good for people that have already bought the game. It's great when they do stuff like that, when studios do that. They're like, hey, if you had that game on PS4, you'll get it on PS5 or whatever. Or like the remastered versions of stuff like that is usually the case for those things, which is kind of nice.
Maybe. Do you want to avoid the greatest things in life simply because they come with some complications? Love causes pain, certainly. Inevitably, love is going to lead to as much sorrow and regret as it does joy. I suppose there are perfect, eternal loves out there, but I haven't seen any. And how do you deal with the bad part of love is what determines your character. What determines the dark side's hold over you.
Alright, I got a quick question for Livra. So, I think it was on Monday when I streamed myself playing Final Fantasy XIV, and I was talking with my FC leader about like other like classes and stuff like that, because I had mentioned, I was thinking about playing Dragoon and stuff like that, and one of the classes that he mentioned was Monk. Now, what is your opinion on Monk? Is Monk a good class or not? Because I feel like it's one of those classes that everyone doesn't care about or thinks it's boring. But is Monk like a okay-ish kind of class to play as? Because I wouldn't mind leveling that. I don't think anybody in our FC plays as a monk, but I don't know. I'm just trying to think of another class that I can start leveling in the meantime. The final cut will be available at no extra cost to all current owners of Disco Elysium. All right, so no worries, you get it. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I definitely want to try that game out. I don't know if I would stream it, but one of those games that could play off stream and just have some fun with. How you deal with the bad part of love, it determines your character. What determines the dark side's hold over you? You don't think love can work? Maybe the Jedi just think you shouldn't take the risk? So what happened between you and your wife then?
I haven't changed my mind. I'm still not going to talk about it. You go and find your own love if you want to know so badly. I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you and the one you love simply aren't meant to be together. The trick is to know when that is. To know when it's time to fight and when it's time to part ways. There I go, waxing philosophical again. Somebody blast me already. Let's get going before I start talking in riddles, damn it.
Riddles, damn it. I really like Jolee. Jolee's a pretty good character in this game. He talks a bit about his wife and why he didn't agree with the Jedi Credo. That love should be forbidden. He spoke of the Jedi with a great deal of bitterness, in fact. You might be able to ask him about it later once you gain more experience. So, technically we already did Jolee's companion quest. It was the whole Sunry murder trial and stuff because he's friends with him. So the only person that we haven't done their companion quest is Karth, but we also haven't unlocked Juhani's yet. So let's hear another story from Jolee, maybe one more time, and then we'll go talk to Juhani and see if we can trigger her quest.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Oh, actually, he's done talking.
Oh,
He can't actually progress his conversations right now. Okay, Juhani.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Padawan? Can we talk?
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
What happened after your father died?
After my father died, my mother was left to support me alone. A single non-human woman, living in one of the worst, most violent slums on Taris. It was not easy for her.
Could you not help her? Of course not. She's a little kid. You know, that's a dumb question to say. Why would you even say that? What happened?
When my father was killed, it seemed that something in her began to die as well. She worked as hard as she was able. But over time, she began to waste away. I later learned that she was unable to get enough money to feed both of us, and had to start borrowing from the exchange, a band of cutthroats and smugglers. But even that was not enough. She hid what she was doing from me. She gave most of her food to me so that I would be strong, but she herself was suffering deeply from it. In the end, she could go on no longer, and collapsed at the cantina where she worked one day.
Oof. Did she die? What did you do for her? Surely there was a doctor, we'll say that.
She never recovered. There was nothing really that I could do for her. She left me no money, and no doctor would see her without being paid first. I sat by her bed for days as she lay there dying. I never want that to happen to someone I care about ever again. But there was still the money she had borrowed. She had never paid it back and made no provisions for her death. You must understand. The exchange is brutal. They care nothing for the life of a sentient being. They are the major suppliers of slaves on Taris.
You were enslaved?
They thought it would be appropriate that, with my mother owing them money, the debt should be passed on to me. And with no way to pay, they took me by force. You have no idea what it is like to be bound like a beast and treated as such. It was the worst time of my life. They treated me like livestock. They were waiting for a buyer to give them some credits for me when the Jedi came to fight the Mandalorians.
And they freed you?
The Jedi could not abide by what they saw there, and drove the exchange from the face of the world, freeing those of us imprisoned there. But the Jedi soon left to fight their war, and I was left with a dream.
What was the dream?
I swore that I would become a Jedi. As soon as I had enough money to do it, I bought passage on a freighter headed for Dantooine, and we both know what has happened since then.
You turned away from the dark side?
I am grateful to you for having given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream, rather than become what I hated. Someday, I may make it up to you. But for now, let us keep on the task at hand.
Okay. Got a little bit more backstory there with Juhani. You have learned that after her father died, Juhani had been sold into slavery. When the Jedi came to Taris, they freed her and the other slaves. As soon as she was able, she left to find the Jedi and train with them. That is brought her to Dantooine. Yes, that's a sentence in this game. She may have yet stories to tell. Perhaps you should ask her later. Yeah, I don't know if this is like in the vanilla version or if one of the mods is like changing the dialogue around and stuff like that. Because I did have a mod that corrects spelling errors and stuff like that. Maybe the mod also has issues with it sometimes.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Can we talk more?
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Nothing.
Of course. If there is a...
Okay, so I guess that's it. That's all we can discuss right now. Now, there's one thing that I want to try, right? Every time that we had to trigger someone's companion quest, we always had to leave the ship. So, let's see if we have Juhani in our party, if anything happens. If not, then it will happen maybe after another conversation or two. But if this doesn't work, then we'll go to Yavin Station, and then we will go to Corbin. It doesn't look like anything's triggering, so that's all right. We can do it at maybe Corbin or something like that. Fly for a bit and see. Unless leaving the ship gives me another dialogue choice.
What?
Oh. Okay. Damn it. This is why I should have been talking to the party members like frequently instead of waiting until the end of a planet. Alright, y'all. Let's go. Let's get going here. It is time. Let's go to Yavin Station. Have I ever showed what it looks like leaving Manaan? I always like to show arrival and departure on planets that we haven't seen yet. Damn, look at that. Alright, jump to hyperspeed, boys. Or I should say light speed.